Okay, so we're looking today at the introductory paragraph for the persuasive essay. Let's begin. So for paragraph 1, your introductory paragraph, your main aim is to state your position. You're going to list your points. You're going to include your thesis statement. So in stating your position, you will state if you agree or disagree with the topic that you're given. You must, as I said before, include your thesis statement. I will get into what is a thesis statement. You must also state your 3 points based on your position. These points will be your arguments that you will develop within the body of your essay, right? So let us look at what is a thesis statement. Now, simply put, a thesis statement is seen not only in the persuasive essay but also in the argumentative essay, right? And the job of the thesis statement is to present to your reader the topic. It states your opinion and it summarizes the argument you will make in the paper. And so you have to ensure that your thesis statement is a sentence that is very clear. It tells your reader specifically what your essay will be about. And so your thesis statement is about, simply put, the arguments that will be developed in the body of your essay. Now, for the argumentative essay, the thesis statement should make a claim, an argument, right? And it therefore means that your thesis statement should take a stand. Now, if we look at our sample introductory paragraph, we have one here. We are looking at our sample introductory paragraph for our thesis statement, or whether we have stated our position on the topic. We're also looking for our 3 points that will be developed throughout our essay, right? So let us begin. We're going to take a minute and we're going to read the paragraph before us. And I'm going to give you some time to see if you can, once again, identify the thesis statement, to identify the 3 points, to identify whether you have stated your position on the topic. Is, should sneakers be worn in school, right? So most high school students feel that the school dress code should be altered to allow them to wear sneakers as a part of their uniform. They have many reasons for this, but 3 of them are that sneakers are comfortable, they are readily available, and they are in style. These are all good reasons for students wishing to wear them. The reference for this paragraph, for this extract rather, will be in the description below. Now, if we look, our thesis statement is most high school students feel that the school dress code should be altered to allow them to wear sneakers as a part of their uniform. Here we see that the thesis statement includes the writer's position on the topic. So the writer believes that sneakers should be worn. And so this here tells us specifically what our essay will be about, that high school students should wear sneakers, right, as a part of their uniform. And the 3 points are: the sneakers are comfortable, readily available, and are in style. So in the body of your essay, paragraph 2 should talk about the fact that sneakers are comfortable. Paragraph 3 should talk they are readily available. And paragraph 4 should talk about they are in style. So these are the 3 points that will be presented in the body of the essay. And notice the writer ends the paragraph by stating these are all really good reasons for students wishing to wear them. All right, so let us now pause for a second. We're looking now at how do we get here to we get here by examining our topic and highlighting the 3 points that we're going to develop in our essay. So let's jump into that. Now the topic up for discussion is COVID-19 vaccine should be mandatory. That is our topic. When we receive our topic, we see our writing prompt on the exam paper. I suggest that you brainstorm your points. So you're going to either figure out whether you're for, you agree, or you're against, you disagree with the topic. For some students, they automatically say I'm for and they leave it at that. Some students are automatically against. If you're not clear, as I said, it's a very good idea to brainstorm. You have a section on the paper where you can do your brainstorming, brainstorm your ideas, list your respective points, and then you can decide. So let's us brainstorm. In our column 4, we agree, meaning that we believe, we say wholeheartedly that COVID-19 vaccine should be mandatory, right? What are some of the reasons why you think the vaccine should be mandatory, right? These are the reasons that you're going to list as the points for your argument. So let us see. You can say that COVID-19 is a threat to public health, and so because it is a threat, vaccine should be mandatory. That could be one argument. You could argue that the vaccines are safe and effective if you so choose, and so that it should be mandatory. You can argue that the vaccines reduce the risk of death, so that it should be mandatory. So that is one aspect of the argument. Now, if I disagree with all of that, right? I could say that vaccine mandates, this should be vaccine mandates, sorry guys, is a threat, or vaccine mandate is a threat to personal freedom or against constitutional right. And when we say against a constitutional right, that depends on the constitution of your country. Some countries, it's against the law for the government to force the members of the country to do certain things. So that is what it means. So that could be one of your arguments. The COVID-19 vaccines are experimental, That could be another one of your arguments. You could argue that vaccinated persons still get sick. So why should it be mandatory, right? Or you could say that COVID-19 vaccines do not work. Good? So right here, you have 4 arguments. Remember that we need 3 for an essay. Now, if we look at the disagree column, we can say that 3 and 4 are related. And so 3 and 4 are related. It means that we choose one. So you can say vaccinated persons still get sick. And in developing that point, you can say this might indicate that the vaccines don't work, right? So that's one way of looking at it. Now we have our 4 arguments. You can now select from here which argument you feel most comfortable in writing about. Remember, the aim is that you're choosing the position not only based on personal preference or feelings, but based on which position you are able to effectively persuade the audience to agree with you. Good? Another thing we need to look at is that when you do your brainstorming like this, if you need to have counter arguments, for example, your teacher said, write an argumentative essay based on this, and you need your counter arguments. If you agree, and this is the position that you're taking, then these would be your counter arguments that you can pull from. If you disagree, and this is the position you're taking, then these will be your counter arguments. So right then and there, you, based on your brainstorming, you would have already identified your counter arguments that would make it very easy for you to write. Now, you don't think you have work to do. So the work you have to do is, I would love for you to write, should COVID-19 vaccines, should they be mandatory? Write your introductory paragraph, and you can pull from the 4 arguments. You select your position, and you can use the points, select from the points here, or modify the points, and you are going to present your introductory paragraph. Now guys, next lesson we will develop the body of the persuasive essay.